Senator, very volatile week for the markets the last 5-6 days. Definitely a crisis in confidence is what most of the people are saying. What would you do differently in Washington to try and reassure Americans that there will be changes, and what kind of changes would you advocate? Well,
the reason why the markets are in such turmoil is in large part due to the fact that we have this debt crisis. And it's not the debt ceiling, it's the underlying debt. The world markets are starting to figure out that America is in a situation where soon it won't be able to pay its bills. That's why I'm running for the U.S. Senate. I want to implement real change to get our spending under control so that we don't bankrupt our country for our children. If we were to put in place real spending caps, not cut prospectively, possible cuts of $2 trillion in the future, but real cuts now, we wouldn't have a decline in our ratings. We wouldn't go from AAA to AA+. We could restore that AAA credit rating. We could lower our debt exposure. We could stop paying so much money in interest, hundreds of billions of dollars a year. We could cut job-killing laws, job-killing taxes, job-killing regulations and mandates, get Americans back to work. That would help as well.
Give us your review of Bill Nelson's performance in this whole debt ceiling crisis. What do you think of his performance, and what actually has he done to help Florida?
He hasn't done anything to help Florida. Bill Nelson is a rubber stamp, unfortunately, for Harry Reid. He doesn't get anything done. He doesn't propose any ideas. All he does is what Harry Reid wants him to do. We need another Republican conservative senator in the United States Senate to join Marco Rubio. Not someone who's going to cancel out Marco Rubio, but someone's going to add to our side of the ledger. A vote against Bill Nelson in 2012 will be a vote against Harry Reid, and we will be able to recapture the Senate. With a Republican Senate and a Republican House, we can balance our budgets, we can cut our debt, and we can save America from its government.
This week you got a big endorsement from the Mississippi Governor Haley Barbour, former chairman of the Republican National Committee. Called you a solid conservative, and we're real happy to be on your team. Tell us about his endorsement, what it means to your campaign.
Well, Governor Barbour is one of the most respected conservatives in America. He was the political director for Ronald Reagan. He was the chairman of the Republican National Committee in 1994, who was the architect of the revolution where we took over Congress for the first time in decades. And he is a fantastic governor of Mississippi who has done so many great things, including what he did during Hurricane Katrina. I believe it's a huge boost for our campaign, and I can't think of very many people in the country who have the prestige and stature that Haley Barbour does among conservatives.